proceed, cause this is what you need. And you don't stop, proceed, cause this is what you need. And you don't stop, proceed, cause this is what you need. Proceed, cause this is what you need.
What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. In the last episode, we completed, EggMan Land Day, and I kind of forgot what we did anyway. But now we're moving on to the Werehog. In the last episode, we were actually interrupted because once you start EggMan Land, you don't stop like at all. So make sure to grab your soda, your snacks, whatever, and get ready for a long, I would say about 2 hours of EggMan Land bosses and then the final boss. But anyway, you guys probably already know this. Yeah, this video is gonna be pretty lengthy. There's about 5 Werehog stages. There's about 4 main ones. I think there's about 4 main ones and 1 extra one, and they require you to complete it. So here we go. And for some reason, I decided to keep this one part because I don't really want to split it off. Cause I split it off, then that means it's gonna be more parts. And I feel like I can just finish this off, and the next episode or the episode after that can be the finale. It depends how long the cutscenes take up video space. But yeah, I mean, there we go. You guys get a really long episode. I think this is gonna be like one of the longest episodes I've ever done on my channel so far. Yeah. What am I doing? Okay, yeah. These monsters can be overwhelming at times, and sometimes the combos won't even come out fast enough so you can attack them. So I recommend you just dash through them, confuse them, wait for the bombs to explode, and dodge when you get the chance. Because it was pretty annoying. And do the Werehog. Werehammer? Is it? Yeah. Do the Werehammer moves to clear out large enemy stacks. But the thing is that they wouldn't let me do it. So that's why I was like jumping around like a fool. Trying to get those dash attacks in. And is it me? I don't know, for some reason, as I was doing this, EggMan Land takes up so much health from you. I swear every enemy took at least a good, I would say 6 of my bar. Like, seriously, I went down, I think twice, just because, no, I think just once, just because of hits from enemies. And I went down like quite a few times. I'm actually dying, but you know, that's just my platforming skills. It's pretty much a generic EggMan Land stage, and I have to say I enjoyed the Werehog part of this way more than I did the day part, and just because of how not repetitive it is and how actually fun it can be. Like, here's the thing, I feel like Sonic Unleashed is a great game. After playing this, you know, I've already recorded everything right now, so this is post commentary. After playing this game for a second time, I realized again how much I just love Sonic Unleashed, and you know, it makes me want to play the HD version. And as of now, it just makes this whole series just my favorite. Like, not my favorite. That would be Sonic Colors, but this is my second favorite 3D Sonic game, just because of how great it is. And I would say Generations, but no, Generations is not. I don't care what anybody says. It's basically not a new game. It's just a game it's an anniversary game, and it's a game that just goes back to the other stages. And I like the dialogue, I like the graphics, I like the mechanics, but it's not enough to be my favorite game. It's just a few stages from Sonic's past, and it's not worth it. I'm talking about like new, fresh ideas, and I really like it. And I don't see why the Werehog is that bad. If you really get to know how to work with him, like I kind of did through this playthrough, then it's a good game. And even then, it's not going to be as bad as something like Sonic and Secret Rings, because the controls don't absolutely suck if you're playing with the classic controller. And I'm actually having a good time, except that this B enemy is always going to be on my nerve. But regardless of how I feel about the enemy, it's not enough to bring me down about this game. The HD version has great graphics, nice gameplay, high-speed action, and you can always go back to play the day stages with Sonic. You don't actually have to like go through it. But I feel like the only thing that they can improve on is the time that you spend in these stages actually trying to complete it. That would improve the game a ton, and I feel like then it would be better. Maybe the stages were about I don't know, 8 minutes long for each version. I know the Wii version is like pretty good on time for the Werehog stages, but maybe for the HD counterpart, maybe the stages were a little bit shorter and not so based on how fast you can get through it. Because I know sometimes it's just like you can run through it, but then you don't get a good rank. So maybe they could like try to limit that a little bit in the HD version. I mean, they could have, not could they, because they already did it, and I doubt they're gonna patch up the whole game. But I'm just saying, if they did, let's just, hypothetically, they did a Sonic Unleashed 2, maybe, just maybe, they could do that. I wouldn't mind a Sonic Unleashed 2. That would be pretty cool, but I don't see how the story would mix in. But I know this is my opinion of what I think about this game, and I'm really loving it so far. That's all I can say, and it's really a great game. I really enjoy it. I really have been enjoying it. It's actually because of this playthrough that I've been enjoying it more and more, because it's actually my second time beating the boss. Once on practice mode and once on recording. So nice. And I think I did pretty good. Anyway, moving on. This stage, I think each of these stages take me at least 8 minutes to go through, so it's pretty bad. I find some secrets along the way. It's pretty fun. But jeez, oh my gosh, this episode's gonna be so long. You guys, you know what? Just right now, just leave a like down below for my dedication. I'm freaking waking up pretty early in the morning for my standards, you know, because it's vacation summer, you know. I'm waking up pretty early in my standards just to record this, and it's not just because I want to get it done. Well, it's actually because I want to get it done, but it's because I have nothing else better to do, and I want to record some more Sonic Unleashed for you guys. So make sure to leave a like, share, and favorite. You know, do your thing. Show some respect, or some, I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm kind of tired. It's pretty early in the morning. Anyway, Werehog this guy, Werehammer this guy, and I don't know why, but every enemy in this stage seems to be like after your nuts, bro. Like seriously, those enemies were never a problem, but now they just take up so much health. They take as much health as the big guys, so I have no idea what's their problem. And they're not even worth anything. They just like disrupt your combos. And these guys are most annoying. I think all they do is like Mega Punch, and then they like spawn those guys. The good thing, like every time you kill one, you get basically your health back. You didn't take that much damage. And one good Werehammer can take out this guy's health like nothing. Because I think after this stage, we get an upgrade that actually lets Sonic use his full Gaia power. Which, it's kind of strange that Sonic would want to be more like Gaia and try to collect it. It seems like he would be trying to get rid of it, but it sounds like Sonic wants to embrace this new change in his self. And yeah, there we go. Stage is done. And I'm pretty sure I got an S rank. I did pretty good, right? No, I didn't, because you were actually supposed to complete it in 7 minutes. Whoop-de-doo. Like, how can anybody do that? I mean, I thought I did pretty good. I did pretty good for a second run of this stage. That's bullcrap. I call bullcrap on that, but you know, whatever. What can you do? The game says yes. You got an A rank. But anyway, moving on to the second stage for this video. We have 30 minutes left, guys. We can make it. Alright. I'm not sure what to do here. Let's see. Yeah, these bunch of enemies. And then you throw in the wizards, and you have a mixture you don't want to mess with. Because as I'm trying to get the wizard, we have these little enemies always, one after another, coming after me. It's almost impossible to actually pick them up and do what I want to do. So, look at that. I'm already almost dead. I think I actually die around this part because of them. They're that annoying. Like, I have to dash like the whole time, and I couldn't even like just smack them around because they're all over the place. Ah, dang it! I think I'm sick. But yet again, maybe it's just like when I record in the morning, I sound like freaking Ash Ketchum. At least I feel like. All right, Pikachu, this quick attack. No, I don't do it. I can't do Ash Ketchum. His voice is too weird. I'm like Batman, and he's like a strawberry shortcake. I don't know. He sounds like a little girl. Anyway, moving on. Conveyor belts. That's going to be a pretty big gimmick, I think. It's not that big of a gimmick, but it's going to be a thing that we're going to see later or in this stage. I'm not sure. I don't remember quite as much about this stage because I remember just trying to rush through it as fast as I can. You know, you gotta go moderately comfortable. But these guys, like I say, every time you see these guys, they're the first ones you want to take out because they're just that annoying. They shoot their electro balls and they just they float there, and they're just not good things to deal with. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, fire wizards. I think we've seen these guys before. What you want to do is take a bucket of water. I'm trying to look for it right there, but apparently the game is not nice enough to put one down there. So here I go. I'm trying to beat up this guy. I can't even touch him. And you have those guys. I'm trying to pick them up. Yep, they're being annoying. I hate this. I hate this. I feel like going Unleashed should like make you like not get damaged by fire attacks, but you know, I can't do it. I can't do it. And somehow the water got on him there, and I don't know why I'm not attacking him. Yeah, because the enemies were actually pissing me off, and I felt like going Unleashed, but I did it because that would be a waste. There should have been more than one bucket, though. That's seriously ridiculous. I cannot get away from them. I'm trying to pick up the bucket. I pick up the stupid enemies, and then they go in and like rape me. Nice, and then they combo me. You know, I'm getting pissed off just watching this. You know, this is disgusting right here. I can't even move. Like, legitimately, I lost like half my health, but just because of those enemies. Nice. Get that werehog revenge, son. I should just like hammered him for no reason. But anyway, those guys are the worst offenders to like why I'm losing all my health, because they're total douchebags. Sorry guys. I had a sneeze coming on, and then for some reason I yawned. That was kind of awkward. It was really weird in my nose. It was like a party in my nose. Yeah, seriously, this is not a good idea to do it like so early in the morning, because I feel like I'm freaking nasally and stuff like that. But regardless of how my voice sounds, the video must go on, because once you start something, you gotta complete it, right? Right? No, that's not right. You can always cancel things out. Look, Kirby. I feel so bad. But seriously, I really wanted to finish that game, but you know. No, I just can't do it. I mean, this game's even hard enough to do with the audio. Like, I bet you guys can even notice me cutting it out sometimes because my pro editing skills, not really. But seriously, this is just so weird. It's weird how I just don't know what's the problem. I couldn't figure it out, and I get frustrated. Not that easily, but it was frustrating me to know that I couldn't do that, but I could do this game, and it was weird. So, sorry guys, couldn't do it, but I guess it works out in the end, kind of. I'll go back to it and return to it when I get the chance. But let's see, Eggman Land. Okay, so what you want to do, take one of these right here, or you can get the guy at. It's not relevant at this point in the game, but what you want to do actually is go back. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, go back and get this. And you want to walk over here. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the only iron crate, those two. You can always go way back and get another one. But what you want to do is use that to walk under there, and there you go. You see right out there, that's the gold ring. But no, I have to fight more wizards and enemies and bees. I think the bees are the most annoying enemy in the game, and then the wizard would be number 2. Just because for the fact you can't really hit the bees because they move around a lot and they're like in the air. And the wizards you can always dash attack and get them. I guess you could do the same with the bees, but the bees just like move around as soon as they're done like getting dissified. And it's really weird. Like, see, I just comboed the wizard, but I could not even touch the bee right there. So, yeah, that's why it's annoying. And these guys, they just become the bane of my existence in this stage. It's pretty bad. And the wizard keeps spawning every time I killed each enemy, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. Wizards are like the only ones that respawn that much. Like even the fire wizards were like spawning a lot. But anyway, you can see the reflection of the gold ring up there. Just make your way over here. And for some reason I thought there was an extra one right there, but no, there wasn't. There was actually just 3. Alright, so you go there. I get stabbed. Yep. And go back up. There we go. There we go. And there we go, 5, just under 6 minutes. It's really cool. And my only S rank in this Eggman Land Night stage. Alright, we're about halfway there. How long is this game? Oh my gosh. The Werehog stages take forever. Now keep in mind, if I wasn't recording this would actually be pretty fun. I enjoy myself some long games. I actually didn't like Sonic Lost World as much just because it was such a short game. And it was incredibly easy to get used to and play. This game actually took me a while to get used to play. And the stages are pretty difficult from time to time. And it's long. So it's like the perfect Sonic game, but it's not for me. It doesn't make number 1. No, it does not. Anyway, another stage. I think number 3. Yeah, we're on number 3. Here we go. So you got these guys, not the enemies. We're talking about the boxes that push in and out. Yay! I died. You know, try to kill enemy. That's what you get. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the other enemy. Did I kill it? I feel. Yeah, this guy was the other enemy. What happened to the other B enemy? That's what I want to know. Kind of weird how when he falls he doesn't actually fall down there. Yeah, so my first time doing this, I actually did it a pretty awkward way, so I'm gonna show you guys the right way instead of doing the way I did it before, because it was pretty weird. I actually tried to jump from this to get on top of that. I don't know, I was trying to like do shortcut strats. I don't know what I was, like Brian U Sonic, but anyway, yeah, I don't know what I was doing there, but I'm gonna do it the normal way. The normal way is the good way. And then we're going to call it a day, because that rhymes. Or we can call it a night, since it's like Werehog Night. Why is it taking a whole day for Sonic to save the world? Just wondering. And actually it takes about 2 days, because... Yeah. No. I was right. I was wrong. It takes about 1 day. Day and night it takes him. If you only transfer to Werehog at night, then that means that it takes him about a whole day to get to Eggman Land. Nice. That's pretty cool, Sonic. You're really the fastest thing alive. It just doesn't make sense. There shouldn't be an Eggman Land night. I think the HD version did it perfectly, where you can actually switch. I don't know, with the time clocks. I mean, the clocks, the hourglasses aren't really explained in the game's story, but at least it makes more sense than like a whole day. I mean, if you really think about it, why is he taking that long? If he's the fastest thing alive, but. You know, it's none of my business. I mean, they can always like describe it in like some comic book, I guess. Whatever they want to do. There's Gaia right there, but right now I don't give a crap. I just want to end the stage. I just want to go home. Actually, I am home, but you know, what am I? Oh my gosh. Why? Why did I do that? I hate the turning on the bars. I hate it the most because when you turn on the bars, like it inverts your controls sometimes, and you think you can actually guess which way, but it's really annoying when you go the wrong way. You have to like end up doing like a full 360 around the bar. It's really not cool. Anyway, in case you guys didn't notice, I just died there. So what do you do? Okay. Okay, I'm like, why? The reason why every time I touch a pole, I'm taking so long to actually figure out which way I want to go. It's because I'm trying to like do it the right way when I turn, so I don't have to like end up going 360. And even then, like I think I got it, but then I don't. So there you go. It's just really weird. I guess you really have to think about your positioning, but that's too much thinking. You just gotta go fast. Don't think. Just go. Okay. Alright, swing through these guys. I'm being a little bit cocky right there. I was like impatient, so I just like, you know what, screw it, just go through the whole thing. So nice, almost killed myself. 10 out of 10. Alright. I think it's nope, I lied. When I said I think it's coming to a close. Get rid of that guy. He's your main problem all the time. They're probably not even that bad. It's just that I don't like them being around me. Let's see. Don't collect the rings yet. You're gonna need it. Trust me, you're going to need it. Alright. Still kind of sick. I think I'm sick. I don't even know. Alright. Alright, game. You have it your way. Anyway, I can't wait to actually finish this game's playthrough. It's been going on for as long as I can remember, since I finished Sonic 4 Episode 2. And yeah, since I finished that, and that was quite some time ago. And I feel really, really bad for making it go on for longer than it had to. It's just that, you know, I really didn't have the time to record as much as I would like that I can now. And even now, I don't record just as much because I still have a lot of series I'm behind on, and I have a lot of things to do. But you know, what can I say? I'm just enjoying the summer, so I guess I shouldn't like try to rush it or rush YouTube. Try to take my time when I can, like do my own thing. Yeah, I don't want to make a schedule and then I'm like forced to actually do something on that day. Because making a schedule, I mean, it's cool and all if you're like with a collab channel like I am now, but even then it can get a little bit weird with like you don't always know what's gonna happen that day, and I don't like to make a schedule, and that's why I don't do like smashing Sundays or something like that, because I don't want to like fill up my schedule with something I know I can't always do. So that's the reason why I've been slow on kind of slow on recording. I think I'm kind of slow. I mean, 2 days apart between recording, sometimes one. I don't think it's that bad, but it is pretty slow to compared to what I want to do. Here's the fourth stage, guys. I actually think out of all of them, this is the shortest stage that we get. So nice. You know, shortcut. I could just jump down. I don't even know why I didn't do that. That was actually pretty smart. I just thought of that right now. I should just jump down. Shortcut. Anyway, the whole thing here is that you want to use the box to hide from the fire. And this is what I'm talking about, new stages for the Werehog, but yet the day Sonic gets nothing. He just gets the same stage with different missions. Not cool, Sega. Not cool. Alright, you're supposed to stand on top of the box right there, but I was like trying to test something out if I can like jump off the thing. I guess I couldn't have jumped off there because I forgot about that invisible wall. And I was trying to see if I can jump off right there. You know, I don't know, I was just being a little curious during that time. I don't know, I'm being a little bit too curious. About to kill myself right there. And let's see. You just break the boxes for extra Gaia. And here we go. Really cool, guys. Really cool. I forgot to kill the Electro guys, and you'll see what happens later. There you go. See what happens when you don't kill them on time? Bad things happen to people who don't wait. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yep, they're comboing me. So I realized, hey, I have to kill them. And there you go. I did it. And yet again, the enemies are still trying to do their thing. I mean, they're good enemies for trying to attack me. And it actually feels like I'm being rushed or challenged, and not like the whole game where I was just like going through it, beating up enemies with no problem. These guys actually gave me some challenge. You know, I kind of wish the Werehog stage was like about 2 minutes long. That would be nice. But no, we have to do another collect the missions. It's kind of weird that EggMan kind of keeps these Gaia creatures inside his, you know, base. I don't know why. Why doesn't he just build like robots for his defense? When's the last time we actually fought an Egg Robo? I can't even remember the last time that we fought one, because they're all like either Titans or the Gaia creatures. Seems like EggMan doesn't even like build anything. I think he like put on all his money into this place. Seems logical. Alright, let's see. This part. I hate it when they like try to slow you down in these Sonic stages. I just like to go fast. And I guess I could have went fast right there, but I wanted to like get that extra collectible. Be careful when you do that right there. You press any direction, you're gonna go swinging and you're gonna fly off right into a place you don't want to go. So just get your unleashed from these boxes, from Gaia, and don't go too fast. Don't go. Okay, I forgot I did that. I actually remember that part from my first time playing, but yet again, it feels like it was so sensitive that I fell off like almost nothing. Alright, what you want to do here is you want to get up, go on the other side, and you want to go through here and get yourself a secret item. Don't know what it is, don't care what it is. I feel like I basically 100% this game, you know? I feel proud of myself for what I completed so far. Not really. Okay, so I couldn't figure out how to like jump over, so I'm just gonna do this. I don't know. You guys can do it too. I was a little bit risque right there. But anyway, you want to do that, and you want to swing on this, you want to swing on that, and you can get yourself this. And you can actually, if you wait long enough, you can wait for a guy. He'll come along and he'll like give you a ride to the ending part. But I didn't realize that because when I played, I actually went past that part. And I actually took the ride on the guy, and he helped me over, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, pause, interruption. Anyway, let's see. That's the joys of post-recording. I can just edit it all out. I mean, I can still do that with like live commentary, but you know, I've been doing post-commentary for a while for this game, and it just feels so right. I feel like this game has to be done with post commentary. Yeah, that's the guy you can ride on, and I'm like, hey, there's third piece. So I was pretty happy, and I was pretty happy there's no fight or anything. I'm like, yeah, moving right along. That's what I like, game. And then they throw us into this death hole, and I hate this place because I die for no absolute reason because of a stupid enemy and a stupid dash attack. And all of a sudden, someone's like, hey, I want to get momentum. You'll see what I'm talking about really soon. Anyway, I hate that guy because I couldn't finish him off. There are like so many of them. They just all like run at you. I'm trying to get rid of the electro guy, but it's still doing a shocking experience right there. And he moves at the same time, which is not as bad. And there we go. I freaking like got him, and I tried to throw him off the edge, but I couldn't. And then I tried to combo them, and then I think I did. And then did I not? Yeah, I think I started doing it. And look, actually that was kind of my fault looking back at that, but still, he had no right to stand on the edge like that. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just practicing my combos right now. Nice. Myself. I bring them combos home. I hate these enemies. Oh my gosh. They're like put on an electro shield. Like they know something Sonic doesn't, and they get the electro shield, and they're just making fun of him. That's what they're doing. Electric shield. I said electro. That's weird. This is honestly the longest I have ever done an episode. I mean, this would be fine if I was doing like live commentary and it was like a longer game. But this is unnecessary footage again, but not as unnecessary as the daytime stages and with Sonic. It's not that unnecessary. It's pretty relevant to the gameplay. It's just that I take a long time. Going on 6 minutes. I mean, yeah, the Wii version does a really good job keeping the stages mildly short for a person who has a lot of time on their hand. Like, seriously, I say it again, I'll say it again over and over again. If I wasn't recording this game, I would have a really good time right now. Alright. Moving on, I think the stage is coming to a close. Okay, I lied. Guys spawns this little Satan thingies. They start attacking me. Oh yeah, I unleashed right there. I was like, why didn't I dodge? It's kind of weird. I put on the unleash because it gives you extra defense and powers out your moves, and that's what I needed at that time. I was actually like pretty weak, and it wouldn't let me like move or anything because the guys like attacking me. And I think that's the last Titan or big guy. Yep. There you go. Stage complete, and you had to complete it in 9 minutes. So I was pretty fast there, pretty fast. And here we go. We're moving on to the last stage for this video, and soon we'll be able to get that last Gaia Force unlock. Dang, I was looking at this screen for a long time. Yeah, note to self not to record early when you first wake up. No longer. Not a good idea. But anyway, what is this? EggMan Land Night. Apparently there was an upper level, and then now we're going to the bottom level. Alright, let's see here. Got that. some Unleashed. You're gonna need it. And here you go. Right into the spawn of demons. Oh my gosh, I hate these guys so much. I really do. But at least they're not as bad because the water barrels are like right there. The only bad thing is like once you kill one, it like respawns somewhere. I don't know where, but it respawns. Respawns, not respawn. I mean, it responds to his brother's death, but it doesn't. I don't even know. Whatever. Words with different meanings. That's English. I mean, that's kind of every language, but you know, English especially, it's really weird. Actually, I heard English was the hardest to learn, which is, I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, hard to believe. I mean, of course, I speak English, but I mean, whatever you want to call it, I speak. But anyway, yeah, I speak English, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I mean, I've studied French, Spanish, and Chinese, and out of all of them, Chinese is definitely the hardest. You know, I'm not gonna like start anything right now, but dang, that thing is hard. Gosh, that thing is hard. Jeez, I don't know why. Chinese is so difficult. Oh my gosh, I cannot get over it now. I just already started something in my mind. I'm like, gosh, why is it so hard? You know, you would think it would be easy because everything's like basically like paintings. It's kind of cool, like how they're like the words, their pinyin is. You know, characters, pinyin, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's just really hard to learn. And sorry, but yeah, it's really hard to learn. It's surprising because, you know, I'm really good at drawing. I mean, I'm mildly good at drawing. And you would think that would be kind of easy for me to draw words. I mean, it's like probably the coolest thing in the world. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just like hard-headed and it's really hard for me to learn languages. But Chinese definitely has been a challenge. Not just, I can like look at the characters and like say it, like pronounce the word in pinyin. But when it comes to Chinese, oh gosh, no, I cannot ling lao it up. I cannot, no, it's not easy. At least for me. And not to mention I was taking virtual school, so that probably wasn't the best idea for Chinese. But you guys, yeah, you just learned a little something about me. I speak a little Chinese, or at least I can read a little Chinese. I lied. If I can speak Chinese, that would be kind of not cool to lie about that. Anyway, this guy's gonna, wow, he's beating me like I'm a cockroach. He's like smacking me on the ground. God. Jeez. I'm surprised he didn't take out that much damage. The enemies took more damage than he did. Just shield. It's like, yeah, I know how to fight these guys. They're the same thing. They're not anything new. And that's the one thing this game can improve on is the character variety. I mean, enemy variety. Characters are pretty varied, whatever, however you want to say that. But anyway, moving on to the next stage. I mean, not next stage, I mean, next part. Really, truly, I'm so glad to actually get the stage. 'Cause literally, all I have to do is do the finale, and you guys are basically done with this game, and I can move on to the other series that are not on emulators, and I can actually not have to be so weird with my recordings anymore. Because honestly, if you're doing emulators, you better know what you're getting into. Just letting you know right now, just for any of you guys. I thought it'd be pretty nice because I didn't have my capture card at the time. But oh my gosh, it turned to more of a chore than actual having fun. So beware of you guys doing emulators. PC games are good, but emulators are bad. Like even Sonic 4 Episode 2 didn't give me this much trouble than an emulator did. But of course, this game was built to be on the Wii. What can I expect? There it is. I see it. And now it's right and within my reach. You know, why is it always the case when you actually get to the end of the stage, it's like, big enemy attack, woo. Anyway, do not use your Unleash yet. You guys, you can handle them. I believe in you guys. You guys are powerful. Let the force be with you. Whatever. Let's see. These guys are so annoying. I just comboed him. Smash Bros. You know what'd be cool? There was like a Werehog variation of Sonic and Smash Bros. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I think it would. Like, I mean, if it was his final Smash, I would be fine with that. That'd be kind of. That would actually be really cool. You know, it'd be cool, but Super Sonic makes more sense. Maybe if they had something where, like, if you were playing as Sonic during the night, he turns into Werehog. But I don't know. That'd be kind of not cool, because those are people who no, I mean, if the stage was at night, yeah, and maybe you can control the time of day of the stage. But then again, that wouldn't be kind of cool for people who don't want to play the Werehog. But what if they had an option to change the time of day that you're playing the stage? That'd be pretty cool. I think, like, if you were playing online, like, you guys can all pick stages, you know, like, kind of be like Mario Kart 8, where it, like, randomly selects it, and you can pick, like, Final Destination day or night. Not like Final Destination has a variation of that, but kind of cool to do it. You can, like, pick your options down below and everything, and it, like, the game can pick your settings over everyone else's, and you'd be like, ha ha. But that probably wouldn't be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. That's why I'm, like, biting my tongue. I mean, my lip. And I'm, like, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Wow! I'm almost dead, actually, and I should probably get a ring. Yeah, there you go. Oh, they give you so much rings in this game. It's too bad they don't have a counter. I'm pretty sure I, like, maxed out 999. Okay, let's see here. I go Unleash because I know this guy's it. I know he's finito. And I figured out you could do that. Oh my gosh. It took me to the end of the game, but I figured out you can do that when you get Unleashed power. And I do it a few more times. Ah, I should have collected that ring so I can get a good rank. That was my fault, my bad. Yep. You know, actually, yeah, it was my ring situation right there. I think. I don't even know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to leave a like down below. Comment if you have any experience with this game, and if you are excited for the finale, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on Sonic Unleashed and more other things. And I apologize again for my sickness, but anyway, enjoy this outro and bye.